Due to copyright algorithms striking my newest character duels series video yet again, I am forced to take yet another 1 month long vacation from the series until the matter is resolved. So what better way to fill the void than with some archetype analysis? I am theming this 3 archetype analysis on archetypes that I am aware of existing, but it completely slipped my mind that these actually appeared in the anime. And today's focus is no exception. We're talking about the Inpachi archetype, a series of cards themed around 4 normal monsters, lovely, sweet Jesus, with no spell and trap support whatsoever. They were used by Vivian Wong in the first part of Season 5 of the original Duel Monsters, yeah, the filler one. And she has a noticeable distinction among all the other females in the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, and that is she is the only one among them that has tried at some point to add a protagonist to her personal harem. Seeing how this kind of thing never got attempted ever again after her makes me kind of sad, honestly, seeing how there's tons of potential behind. Anyway, let's go on to this archetype analysis, and it'll be quite differently due to how massively this archetype is focused on lore above everything else. And we start off with the level 4 Inpachi. This is a level 4 Earth Machine, despite being made of it entirely out of wood, but anyway, I digress. It has 1600 attack and 1900 defense, and yeah, its only use was the relatively high defense at the time, even though Mystical Elf was a thing at the time, so yeah, it was your secondary option at best. So yeah, someone actually got very angry at this fact and set him on fire, and thus we got Blazing Inpachi, which has 0 defense, but to compensate he has 1850 attack, which was basically a hidden sneak peek towards Steel Swarms and Evil Swarms, so yeah. This one was actually used quite a bit more due to the fact that he was a really beefy beater, at least for the time. Again, a secondary option due to the fact that, again, Gemini Elf was also a thing up until that point, and a few years later, I think, we also got Gene Warped Warwolf, so yeah. This basically has no place in anything besides being used as a rescue rabbit target in some random fire-based decks, which also happen to be focusing on Xyz monsters. Well, after the fire burnt out, we finally got Charcoal Inpachi, which is our only level 1 of the archetype, and the monster that I would have looked at first, considering it's a level 1, but again, lore takes precedence over everything else. Well, the only thing to note about this guy is that he's the absolute strongest level 1 monster in terms of defense. Well, their strongest vanilla level 1 monsters in terms of defense, making it prime Zushin target if anything. It's not the strongest overall level 1 monster due to the fact Mech Lords exist, so yeah. But yeah, this is basically your prime target if you want to play a Zushin deck, so yeah. Run up 3, I guess. And our final card for today is WOODBORG Inpachi, which is a level 5 with 500 attack and 2500 defense. And yeah, due to it being searchable by Summoner's Art and summonable with Ancient Rules, it's also machine dupe target, so you can basically you run it in your deck to claim you've played Cyber Dragon Infinity vanilla deck for the sole purpose of only having the bragging rights that you have actually played the Cyber Dragon Infinity vanilla deck, which again is not the most consistent thing in the world. And should I really bother with the grading? I mean, well, there are cards here that have some sort of utility, like Charcoal Inpachi being the one and only monster you decide to run in a Zushin deck, and again, the little thing I mentioned with WOODBORG Inpachi and the past glory of Blazing Inpachi is something that can be considered, well, with the original Inpachi not being memorable in the slightest, despite being the only card that Vivian actually used in the anime, so yeah. Well, that was pretty short and memorable, but yeah, the next videos will be a lot better due to the fact that the next two archetypes actually do have some focus and are not entirely lorelific as these sets of cards are. Well, anyway, this was a blast to make. I was bored and wanted to make something, so I decided to make this video. I figured it wouldn't be too long of a recording due to the fact I'm talking about 4 vanilla monsters, so yeah. Look forward to the next archetype analysis, and I think the next one is the Synchro Spam archetype, if I am correct. I won't reveal which one, so I am going to leave you in suspense. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos and updates. Comment, like, and subscribe. Be sure to check out my Patreon whenever you got the time. Maybe drop a few donations if you feel like it. And as usual, I'll upload the next vid whenever I can. So see you all and have a good day. Peace.